What can a hidden camera capture when no one is paying attention? Things that go far beyond what we can imagine. In ordinary places, in everyday moments, unexpected situations happen, and many of them would never be discovered if they were not recorded. And that is exactly what you will see here today. So go ahead and leave your like, click the subscribe button down below, and let's go! So imagine standing in traffic holding a cell phone out the car window. Seems harmless, right? But in some places, that simple action can attract the attention of people ready to strike in fractions of a second. That was exactly what one man decided to test, using a fake cell phone to see how thieves would react. The experiment began with him holding the dummy phone out of the car window while a hidden camera filmed everything. Within minutes, several individuals approached, circling like vultures waiting for the perfect chance. One of them, bolder than the rest, came so close he almost touched the device while others watched, ready to act together. The most striking thing was seeing how the thieves worked as a team. At one point, a man in a red t-shirt pointed at the phone, signaling to a companion wearing a black mask that it was time to move. They communicated with quick gestures, as if following a well-organized system. Within seconds, one tried to snatch the phone from the driver's hand but failed, since the device was held firmly. The man who conducted the experiment said that in more than 20 situations, people tried to steal the fake phone. He also noticed that many passersby tried to warn him to be careful, showing that not everyone stays silent in such a situation. In the end, the experiment served as a warning. In busy places, you must always stay alert. Even inside a car, safety is not guaranteed, and valuables like cell phones can attract the attention of ill-intentioned people. The advice is simple: avoid exposing your belongings and keep an eye on your surroundings. In a social experiment that went viral, model Carol Candelaria was approached by a man right on the street while a hidden camera captured everything. The goal was to test how persistent a pickup line could be and how women feel in such a situation. The result was a scenario that left many people uncomfortable and reflecting on the limits of respect. The man started the conversation in an apparently harmless way, but soon it became awkward. Even after receiving several refusals, he kept insisting, asking if he could walk her somewhere, if she wanted to have a juice, or if he could buy something for her. Each time Carol tried to end the dialogue, he came back with more questions, ignoring the discomfort he was causing. The situation, which lasted more than 5 minutes, showed how an approach that might seem innocent can quickly turn oppressive. Carol, who remained calm throughout, later revealed that she felt unsafe, imagining that the man could follow her all the way home. That sense of insecurity, common in such situations, was the most impactful part of the video. The experiment sparked an important discussion about where the line lies between persistence and abuse. While some may see the scene as a harmless pickup attempt, others view it as harassment and disrespect. A prison in Scotland became the center of attention after a video recorded by an inmate exposed a, to say the least, curious situation. Kevin Hogg, imprisoned at HMP Addywell near Edinburgh, Scotland, was caught recording an intimate moment with prison guard Rachel Wilson. The video, which quickly circulated among other inmates and staff, raised serious questions about the facility's security and management. In the video, Hogg set up his phone on a shelf in the cell and started filming. Shortly thereafter, Rachel Wilson entered the cell. They exchanged whispers and shared a quick kiss. Hogg, clearly satisfied, commented that this was exactly what he wanted. The scene, recorded without the guard's knowledge, was initially seen as an attempt at blackmail, but prison sources suggest that Hogg's real aim was simply to brag to other inmates. The incident reveals deeper issues in the prison's administration. Staff complaints point to lack of training, corruption, and even smuggling of drugs and cell phones, the very device used to record the video. Moreover, there are reports that some guards, especially newer ones, fail to follow security protocols, sometimes dressing inappropriately for the workplace. The prison, already facing staff shortages, has been criticized for endangering its personnel. In some cases, inmates are free to roam at night, increasing the vulnerability of the team. The situation is so dire that there are fears a guard could be seriously harmed or even killed if nothing changes. The video continues to circulate, exposing not only a security breach but also the challenges faced by those working in an overstressed penitentiary system. In California, a DoorDash driver decided to break one of the most basic rules of life: treat others as you would like to be treated. Instead of simply delivering the order, he decided to sample the milkshake he was delivering to a customer. The scene, captured by the home's security cameras, shocked the family. The milkshake was for the customer's 14-year-old son, who drank it along with some cookies, unaware that a stranger had taken a sip first. The family only discovered what had happened when they reviewed the security footage the next day. The video shows the driver opening the milkshake, taking a sip, and then closing the lid as if nothing happened. The family contacted DoorDash to report the incident. The company, in a statement, said it took the necessary measures, including deactivating the driver's account for violating food safety standards. The case shows that even in seemingly simple services, it is always wise to be vigilant. After all, not everyone cares about someone else's health. In a quiet neighborhood, a man received a message that completely changed his day. A neighbor, trying to be discreet, used his Wi-Fi network name to send a direct message: 1744, your wife is cheating on you. The message went on with specific details describing how a Nissan car parked 3 houses down whenever the husband left for work. A guy would get out of the car, enter through the side of the house, and use the back door. The neighbor, thinking he was doing a favor, suggested that the husband install cameras to catch the alleged infidelity in the act. He even admitted that the wife was clever but unfaithful. The next day, the neighbor decided to apologize in person, admitting he may have overdone it in how he shared everything.
Yes, I thought I was being clever by using your address. I thought you'd catch on. It was stupid, but no, dude, she is cheating. Every time you go to work, I see this guy walk up the side of your driveway and go into your back door.
But the story took an unexpected turn. The husband explained that it was actually he who was receiving visits.
Okay, so you got a few things wrong there. The wife is the one that's actually driving and going to work, and the guy is for me, and yes, he does come in my back door.
Oh,
And the wife was the one who went out to work. The neighbor, utterly embarrassed, apologized again, but the husband thanked him. Despite the confusion, he admitted that the neighbor's courage in speaking up about such a delicate matter was admirable. Lesson learned: sometimes it's best to confirm the facts before jumping to conclusions. But in the end, the misunderstanding even strengthened the bond between neighbors. A strangely bizarre scene was captured by a smart doorbell in Lake Worth, Florida, United States. A man appeared in front of a house and without explanation began licking the device repeatedly. Meanwhile, he held what looked like a stack of newspapers or a phone book, pointing at certain pages as if trying to show something. The resident, who shared the video on the doorbell company's app, explained that the man had once lived in the neighborhood but was now homeless. He used to ask the homeowner's husband for cigarettes, but his recent frequent appearances made the family uncomfortable. The doorbell incident was the last straw, and they decided to call the police. This case happened shortly after a similar incident in California, where a man was filmed licking a doorbell for 3 hours straight. It is not yet known whether the Florida man will face charges, but the video has already sparked a wave of comments and speculation on social media. What could drive someone to act so unusually? In the end, the story of the man who licked the doorbell is just one more of those mysteries that make us realize the world is full of things we may never fully understand. Imagine arriving at a hotel, ready to relax, and discovering that someone might be watching you without your knowledge. That was the reality for several people who found hidden cameras in hotel rooms, aimed directly at private areas like bathrooms and showers. In Florida, United States, a hotel manager pretended to be fixing a bathroom in an occupied room by 2 young women. In reality, he was installing a hidden camera positioned to film the shower. In another hotel, also in Florida, a camera was found hidden in a floor vent in the bathroom. The Wallace family from Virginia Beach, United States, went through a similar ordeal. They discovered a camera in the bathroom of the room where they were staying, aimed at the shower. The couple's 11-year-old daughter was one of those filmed. Although the police recovered videos from the camera, the case was closed without anyone being held accountable, leaving the family frustrated and without answers. Security experts warn that hidden cameras can be anywhere, from fans to coffee makers, and often go unnoticed. Privacy, something that should be guaranteed, can be violated in ways we never imagined. As stories like these continue to emerge, here's a tip: always inspect your environment carefully, and if anything seems suspicious, do not hesitate to report it. After all, no one deserves to have their intimacy invaded. A cute video that conquered the internet shows what happens right after an unforgettable first kiss. The scene begins with a woman arriving home, closing the door, and then leaning against it as if she needs support to process what she just experienced. The smile on her face is irresistible. She cannot hide her excitement. Her expression is pure euphoria, mixed with a bit of disbelief. It seems she can hardly believe that the moment has finally happened. The video, which went viral in no time, enchanted everyone who watched. Many identified with that feeling of anticipation, nerves, and then the fulfillment of a desire. It's one of those moments that makes us believe in love and the magic of true connections. The woman, still riding the wave of emotion, celebrates alone, and the scene makes us root for her and the couple. Could this first kiss be the start of a beautiful story? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: that moment will be etched in her memory forever. And with the video inspiring smiles everywhere, here's hoping their love blossoms and brings even more moments like this. Planning a vacation should be pure fun, choosing the destination, finding great lodging, and counting down the days to relax. But for some Airbnb guests, what should have been a getaway turned into a spy movie, and they were not the main characters but unwitting extras being filmed without their knowledge. Imagine walking into your rented room, flopping onto the bed, and the next day discovering that the friendly corner lamp was actually a hidden camera. Indeed, secret cameras in Airbnb accommodations are increasingly common, with guests finding spy devices in the most unexpected places. The company claims to have strict rules about security cameras, but apparently not every host follows the handbook. And when someone reports a camera, instead of sounding the alarm, Airbnb prefers to email the homeowner asking, "Hey, did you by any chance install a secret camera in the lamp?" Which frankly does not seem like the best strategy for a serious investigation. To defend itself, the company says many of these cases involve only external security cameras or equipment forgotten by hosts. But the truth is that nobody wants to rent a room and feel like an involuntary contestant on an unwanted reality show. The problem is so real that some travelers now prepare for it, turning off lights to spot reflecting lenses, using camera detecting apps, and of course keeping tape handy to cover any suspicious sensor. Because apparently, now, besides checking for coffee in the kitchen, we also have to make sure we aren't becoming content for an undesired big brother. A university professor was fired and now faces sexual harassment charges after being caught filming under women's skirts at a fair in Puebla, Mexico. Miguel Perez, 40 years old, used a sneaker with a hidden camera to capture images without his victim's consent. The case came to light after one of the women, who identified herself as Melissa, shared a video on social media showing the moment Perez was discovered. In the footage, Perez is seen approaching a woman placing a food order and positioning his sneaker under her skirt. Melissa noticed the situation, warned the victim, and with her boyfriend, confronted the professor. When he tried to flee, Perez was grabbed by the collar by Melissa's boyfriend, who called 2 police officers nearby. Upon being searched, the hidden camera was found in the shoe and the professor was detained on the spot. He was taken to a police station where he remains in custody as the investigation continues. According to Melissa, she decided to release the footage because she feared the authorities would not take the case seriously. She also refused a settlement offer of $590 to close the case, stating that no woman should go through such a situation without consent. Investigations revealed that Perez did not act alone. According to local press, he shared intimate content of women in a private Telegram group where he posted images and videos without the victim's permission. The case gained further attention when the Benemérita Universidad Autónoma de Puebla officially announced Perez's dismissal, emphasizing that the institution does not tolerate misconduct that violates people's privacy. The complaint sparked outrage and reignited debates about safety and privacy, especially in public spaces. Mexican authorities continue to investigate the case, and Perez remains in custody awaiting the court's decision. Rats are known for invading places in search of food, such as bakeries, restaurants, and supermarkets. But one particular rat decided to step into the world of high-end crime. In a jewelry store, this tiny thief managed to steal a priceless diamond necklace, leaving everyone baffled by its audacity. The scene was captured by the store's security cameras. The seemingly ordinary rat sneaked in and with impressive skill grabbed the necklace and escaped unnoticed. The store owner was shocked to discover the theft, and even more so upon learning that the culprit was a rat. Experts believe the animal may have been attracted by the sparkle of the gems, mistaking them for something edible. However, the precision with which it managed to take the necklace and flee raises questions about how it learned to do so. Was it just instinct, or did this rat have a well-devised plan? The rat jeweler case went viral on social media, with many joking that it must be the newest member of a four-legged heist gang. Meanwhile, the jewelry store has since beefed up its security to prevent other four-legged thieves from pulling the same stunt. We can only wonder, is this clever rat already planning its next heist? Anyone who has a cat knows each one has its own unique personality, but Batman, a stylish feline, managed to surprise even the most experienced owners. This cat has a habit that left everyone intrigued. He loves stealing stuffed animals and scattering them around the house, especially in the owner's bedroom. It all started when the family's daughter outgrew her stuffed toys. Instead of donating them, they were scattered around the house for the cats to play with. But Batman decided those toys were not meant to stay there. He began carrying the plushies to the owner's bedroom, placing them near the bed. At first, no one understood how it happened, until they installed security cameras to solve the mystery. And that's when Batman's secret was revealed. The cat carefully selects the toys, always those with cute faces, and carries them down the stairs to the bedroom. He does it with impressive precision, sometimes bringing 4 toys in a single night. When the owners wake up, they find the plushies as if they were gifts. But Batman does not stop there. If the owners stay up late, he takes back the toys he moved the night before and brings them back to the living room. It's as if he's saying, "Look, I brought them back, but tomorrow there will be more." The family has 2 other cats, but none are interested in the stuffed animals like Batman is. He is the most playful, the fastest, and the hardest to catch. He loves chasing the other cats, especially by their tails, and turns any moment into a fun game. So is Batman trying to send a message with these gifts? Or does he just want to remind the owners who really runs the house? One thing is certain, with a cat like this, boredom never stands a chance. Don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.